What is up, everybody? University here today. In another episode, Sony fanboys say the most dumbest things possible, or say the things that's most like common sense that you would think, because they're bragging about, or they're bragging about that the Series S doesn't have the same graphical fidelity as the Series X. So it's like, no duh, Sherlock. The console is like $300. Sometimes you get the consoles for sale for even cheaper. So, of course, the console is like almost less than half the price. Is going to be less feature demand. Is going to have less features than the console that's full price for $500. But these guys think, yeah, like they just discovered, like, I don't know, rocket science or something like that, because it should be pretty common sense that the features are going to be different from a $300 console, sometimes on sale for even cheaper, compared to a $500 console, a premium console at that. So it's like literally any other product, you would see the same thing. A $500 TV is not gonna be, it's not gonna have as many features as a $1,000 TV or whatever. So I don't know why they can't. I don't know why these guys can't grasp that concept, but here you go. This guy says the muscle deformation tech in Street Fighter 6 is amazing. Sadly, the Series S misses out on Ryu's hard gains. See how there's no vein pop or flexing of muscle fibers here. More to come in the Digital Foundry Tech review. So if you have a Series S, you're not gonna see Ryu's veins popping out when he does this, I guess. I was like, I think if you're buying a Series S, I think you kind of don't care. I think you kind of just want to play the game, to be honest. Like, the game still has a good frame rate, good performance wise, a good frame rate, good visuals. You just want to see the super detailed stuff like this. I don't think most people got a Series S really cares about this, but let's trash the Series S. Apparently, I don't know. I guess this is their last ditch effort because the Xbox showcase is coming up, and they gotta say something negative about Xbox. Oh, but it's just weird. But let's see what people got to say about this. I think it's dumb in general. Like, it used to be common sense that the Series S is not going to be as great as the Series X because of the price difference. But you know, I guess this is something to talk about. I guess I don't know. Sony did the smart thing to have both consoles be equal. Just one is digital, and other is disc. Series S is making X look bad by not being as powerful. Does any graphics card do the same thing? Like, I'm pretty sure they released multiple sets of graphics cards for each series. Does it does it make the other ones look bad because they're not as powerful as the other one? I don't know. But apparently, it's only the Series X. It's only the console wise. It's like you can't have multiple editions, multiple stages of a console, whatever. Um, Nobody is buying the game on Xbox, so not many are missing it. Once again, that stupid narrative that nobody buys games on Xbox. Okay. Not on Game Pass, not being purchased, PS5 is carrying sales. I'm pretty sure this dude got roasted in the comment section. Let's just see what people said to this stupid comment. That's because there's nothing else to play on PlayStation. Sony made sure of that with the beauty of a showcase. Yes, I don't know what's on that PlayStation besides Spider-Man 2. Sure, they showed a lot of stuff, but they didn't really show anything, if you know what I mean. Like, they showed a lot of stuff, but it's like nothing that was truly compelling that makes you want to pick up that PS5. So, yeah. Uh, oh, look, everybody, a parrot. Yeah, they're literally going by the physical UK game sales to say that, hey, no one Xbox buys games, which is literally the most dumbest thing possible. The fact that they had a whole like live, the whole little like Twitter space thing for like multiple hours on end to discuss that is really just like what are these guys doing with their day? I don't know. It's just like clown activity at this point. Uh, Breaking news: less powerful console is less powerful. That says it all right there. The best current gen console for $300. Okay. It's a fighting game. I don't get it. I would expect the system for half the price or more. Has cutbacks as long as the main fighting gameplay is the same. Yes, that's kind of the point. Like, if you're buying the Series S, you get to have the same pretty much gameplay. Like, you're not losing frames. You can see what the characters are doing, and that should be all that matters. You know, you bought a budget console, so you shouldn't expect the same bells and whistles as the premium console. That should be common sense, but apparently, since it's not all common, especially when it comes to Sony fanboys, because why is this even a topic? Why? Uh, And like, who cares about that much detail anyway? Like, who cares that much? Like, honestly, like if I had a Series S, I really wouldn't care. Um, well, that set us here, folks. The Series S version of Street Fighter 6 isn't as fun to play as the Series X or PS5 versions. Those veins make gameplay more enjoyable. Yes, to hell with throwing a Hadoken, a fireball, or a uppercut at people. Just focus on the vein physics. That's why you bought Street Fighter in the first place. Just look at the vein physics, apparently, here. Uh, Me watching a console wars bicker like old married couples in the comments. Here we go again. The main point of the Series S is to run these games at a budget. Why the F this matters to anyone who has an S, I don't know. Could care less. I think the average person cares less about this, but you know, Sony fanboys got to run with something. If it's not saying nobody buys games on Xbox, the next best thing for Street Fighter is to say, hey, the Series S is holding back gaming because you can't see the vein physics or whatever. It doesn't seem like something anyone would notice at normal playing distance. Yes. I don't think anyone really care about this. When you're playing the game against somebody else, another human opponent, I don't think you would care about this in the slightest. That the veins don't pop out more. Like, who cares? That extra vein will help you win games online. Just sad AF at this point. Series S is holding back current gen. Yes. That vein physics is all we needed to get the true quality of gaming at this point. If this is the best argument for a Series S, then that is disgusting. Yeah, that's the only negative you got with a Series S. Then you aren't really swaying anybody's opinion. Like, who freaking cares? So clever. China Series S is a potato from a developer who he quickly took that comment back as he got roasted online for making that dumb comment. Is a $300 console? Nobody expects them to perform the same way as other machines. That should be pretty obvious, but you know, Sony fanboys are grasp at the smallest of straws at this point. Series S is a phenomenal $30 console. If you want to see a variant that you likely won't even notice when playing, they probably spent $530 on a Series X. This is what I mean about the culture that has been created under Digital Foundry. It's a $300 console. Sadly, of course, it's scaled back from the Series X version. Gaming discourse has 100% gotten worse as Digital Foundry has gotten more popular. I legit don't see any other discourse when people use Digital Foundry unless it's like console war related stuff. Like, I don't see people actually talk about Digital Foundry unless it's console related stuff, console war related. So it's kind of sad it kind of devolved into being a console war channel at this point. Like, people say which console is better. They argue about the most mundane, like, nonsensical things about a vein popping out when it's like the console is a lot cheaper than the other one. So of course there's gonna be less features in that one. So you're saying for $20 less, I can still play Street Fighter 6, and I'm only missing out on vein pops. All right, bet. From day one, I said Xbox Series S was a lame investment. Can do ray tracing, but rarely implement it. The console is $300, my guy. It's $300 freaking dollars, or sometimes less than that. I think the people who are buying the Series S don't care about the bells and whistles of a $500 console. I just don't get these guys at all. Like, seriously. The Xbox Series S, aka the most dogcrap next-gen console to ever release. This got a lot of comments because the people just roast this guy in the comment section. All because it's missing some muscle texture. I have a Series S and it's fine for what I use it for. I'm not paying $200 more for some muscle texture. Especially when I have a PS5 that can do that. The Series S is perfect for renting games and I enjoy it. And then this dude responds back to this guy. Like, what are you responding back with? The dude says he's enjoying playing the Series S. You respond back. Like, what an idiot. My guy is literally half the price. I paid $230 for mine. Have not regretted it once. You could even get closer to building a PC with that specs, and it's still dog crap. This guy's an idiot. Like, he's literally responding back to these people who are saying they're just fine. They're fine with their Series S. He's saying you shouldn't be fine with it. Like, really? People who bought it know it's a budget console. Like, I just don't get these Sony guys. Break-in casual surprise budget console, not as capable as the higher tier, more S6. Sounds like Series S envy. Bro, these guys legit have a hatred for the Xbox Series S. It's like it's an actual console. I don't know. It's just weird. The potato is once again measuring up to last gen. I tell you, you Xbox who bought the potato got ripped the F off. Yes, the people who bought $300 consoles got ripped off. How could someone even think that they got a good deal? Another L for Xbox as per usual. Another L because you can't see the full veins of Ryu's arms. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Yes, a huge L apparently. I don't know. If you care more about the vein, that tells me something else about you at that point. If you care more about a vein than actual gameplay. Like, really? Reading comments in this thread is just like, this is just hilarious. So many amoebas trying to bash a low budget $250, $300 console for not having the same details or performance as the $550 high end consoles. Morons still don't understand the purpose of the Series S. Yes. I like that he called them amoebas. That was kind of funny. Because if you're really angry about this, saying that Series S is just trash because you can't see vein physics, like, you have issues. Like, seriously. Embarrassing, the PS3 can handle better than this potato series, as his name is PlayStation Vortex, so we know he's a complete fanboy at this point. I'm grateful for the work Digital Foundry does, but so much of the content gets weaponized by the bad faith merchants and trolls in an imaginary console war. It's incredibly frustrating to see the good work they do get reduced to arguments and attempts by people with nothing better to do. Obviously. That sucks for Xbox Series S users, as he has the PlayStation symbols in his account. Like, I don't think they really care about this, about the vein physics that much. You know, it sounds like the loudest people have like something about PlayStation. The PlayStation fanboys, they got some type of PlayStation symbols or whatever in their username. They're the most vocal about this. I don't think the actual Series S owners say they don't care because they know they pay less. But, you know, the PlayStation fanboys want them to be so angry about this. Like, they don't really care at all. Man, the Series S is trash, and we know that this guy's a Sony fanboy as well from my other videos. Like, the loudest ones are the Sony fanboys. The average person who owns the Series S doesn't care. The Xbox Series trash. He has, once again, PlayStation-related username. It's like... Oh, man. I am the biggest Series S fan, but look at the comments. Did the Series S slap their family members or something? I don't know why they're this angry about the Xbox Series S. You would think that Microsoft legit must have held their family for ransom or something, because there's a reason for them to hate the Xbox as much. It's like, just weird at this point. Are people expecting the Series S version to be the same level as performance of the Series X? Only amoebas at this point expect it to be the same performance as the other guy stated. I'm gonna start using amoeba now. That was a funny insult right there. These amoebas think the performance should be the same. Never in my life have I been playing a game, stopped, and thought, wow, I wish I could slow this down so I could see more veins. I should have spent hundreds of more euros for the privilege. These people aren't real. Oh, man. What's it again? Like, it's kind of sad, too, because Digital Foundry probably was trying to, like, legit show you, like, the difference between these different consoles, but now they just be used for console war nonsense at this point. Like, who cares about this if the vein doesn't show you paying $100, a few $100 less for a console? Like, who cares about this? But I'm gonna conclude it right here. We get the gist of this. Sony fans will continue to say the most dumbest things possible. Expect the people who actually own a console to be angry about this nonsense when they say they don't care. So I don't know. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.